time is 13 to 20, 13:18, 20 p.m. Today is 24 May 2022. I came to tear apple and I bought, as you know, I finished my food. Unfortunately, I had to buy again. That is routinary, but not unfortunate. I am waiting to trim my hair capper in Great Netherlands called capper, barber. I'm waiting and until 13 half will be open. I had issue with staff DTAV, and that is totally with to deport me, and has issue with, for example, after many times try to contact with translator, only for with Wi-Fi. Never care naturally to do it. Also, was this? Oh, مثل اینکه باید میکاپ و استاپ. Why not? مردم انسان. I wait and after many times, for example, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, staff, she didn't able to contact with translator, and she brought me paper to sign. For example, you don't go to other like Eminem, and other place. I can only come to tear apple, and she کجا گذاشتیم برگردم. With this paper, مدل آرتیکل 56 لین. Unfortunately, my Netherlands is niet goed. And she gave me a sign. And like this, and also for Corona. She said you have a vaccination. I said never, for delusion of nothing, especially nothing of humanity, and described for her when absolutely never care naturally, has issue mentally and physically. For example, mentally to make naturally also. You never have abnormal mental, you know. As a result, rational plus confidential together makes natural. Mentally, we have, for example, never care naturally for mental, rational, believe one God, one religious, and for mental, confidential, believe you make humanity absolutely with this expression, not more, not less. And for physically, never care naturally has issue also naturally, you know. We don't want to make abnormal, never. And that is, for example, to rationally to search what kind of has issue to make you, for example, anxious, like Wi-Fi and like this too. You can put one air plug in left or right side. When you couldn't manage because 24 hours and anywhere they can do it, unfortunately, you know, Wi-Fi everywhere. And for example, physically that has issue for rationally to make solution with I said for a voice to put air plug one side, they do more to make in delusion of nothing, their delusion of nothing, especially nothing of humanity, to make, for example, more naturally to put two air plugs two side. And when you couldn't absolutely have a more abnormal issue to complain, what is your problem? Obi and so naturally with human, naturally, not I mean, and makes to this issue to, for example, after you have absolutely a system problem like this, and go to police. And when I also got number emergency of police Netherlands 112 as well. And I had issue also, many, you know, as they can with. And that is issue physically, for example, other issue with corona, delusion also of nothing, especially nothing of humanity. To make torture, to panic. The first I said they have issue to make panic abnormal as they can, and Wi-Fi everywhere to up and down your mentally, at least your electrophysical. And absolutely with this abnormal natural, for example, they make panic, and as a result to torture and resonance phenomena to intensify, unfortunately, intensify, increase the abnormality, the double issue more and more to up, unfortunately, if you care without you know, panic, abnormality. I put, for example, this, you know, this for something obi as a can to inside, and as to issue, for example, to I never care natural. Hello. That has issue with this man I shopped, but I ask and thankful to lead me to come to Capper. I said never lose absolutely natural. And the last natural that for physically make you, for example, confidential, rational, with never care naturally has issue to the end of result to take a refugee and immigration, like Great German to go to Uruguay, Paraguay, and unfortunately they don't have other option, you know, unfortunately, like all of human. And that is the closest situation to German, at least. This is, for example, for physically to make a solution and end of Absolutely, this system problem to take refugee or immigration, unfortunately. Never be OB, never. Industrial refugee is totally OB and makes naturally is totally inhumanity. You have brain and absolutely to analyze after many years to better than me I am absolutely nothing for human and that is physically for never care naturally physically rational physically and has issue with confidential physically. That means you need to practice. To practice. This is so important. And this is for natural present, I can say. Natural present has issue for practicing more and confidence up with never care naturally. This is so important for human with this abnormal situation to more and more grow up. And unfortunately, I said again, for example, we have natural OB like Trump and Pahlavi, but they are not also delusion of nothing, like industrial OB, delusion of industry, I can say. That is issue. Unfortunately, they are OB but natural, you know. That makes humanity also. For example, real and fake. Trump has issue to trust to Trump and, for example, with fake and original, we are all female with original and fake issue, but never humiliate natural humiliation. That is important, so important. And for example, for Iran, real sample Iran has issue with confidential when West has issue with rational zero logic, unfortunately. And they have, for example, with delusion of industry with 0 1 at least, you know. And many other issues don't want to make deep. And for example, Iran has issue with confidential. As a result, one God, one religious. The best prescription for them. And we don't have other option to stand up human as soon as possible that needs to solve this confidential issue rationally. With, for example, Pahlavi, natural OB. But we must trust. We must trust. Look like Trump, natural OB and makes confidential confidence up with real and fake, at least. With the rational issue, West, 0 logic, woman and man, fake and original. Unfortunately, you know. Amber and Johnny Depp and unfortunately. I don't want to make it deep and God bless human.